My child, listen to my voice. I am here right by your side even now. I see you. I know your heart, your pains, your worries, and your dreams. Even before you were born, I had already prepared your path. Nothing in your life happens by chance. I am present in every moment, in every breath you take, in your days of joy and in your moments of sorrow. When you smile, I celebrate with you. When you cry, I am there, feeling every tear that falls from your eyes. Do not think you are alone. Do not believe the lies that say you have been abandoned. Even when the silence seems deafening, I am speaking to you. Even when you feel like no one cares, I am taking care of you. I am your God, the Father who never fails, the faithful friend who will never leave you. In moments of darkness, when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, I am the light that guides your steps. I am the shoulder that supports your tears and the refuge where you can find rest. Remember those days when you thought you couldn't make it? I was there. I held your hands when you wanted to give up. I wiped your tears when you cried alone, thinking no one could see your pain. I was by your side, whispering to your heart, I am here, you will make it. Do not be afraid. When fear tries to paralyze you, I am the one who tells you, take courage, I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. My child, you are my creation, made in my image and likeness. I know you more deeply than anyone else ever could. I know your weaknesses, your mistakes, and your failures, but even so, I choose to be with you. My love for you is unconditional. I do not love you because you are perfect. I love you because you are mine. Every moment of your life is precious to me. In your happiest days, I am the one who fills your heart with joy. In your saddest days, I am the one who gives you strength to keep going. You ask yourself, where is God when everything falls apart around me? Where is God when I feel so lost? I tell you this, I am here by your side. I am holding your hand even when you cannot feel it. I am carrying you even when you think you are alone. I am the solid rock you can lean on. I am the one who is present even in situations where everything seems hopeless. When the strong winds blow and the storms of life try to bring you down, remember that I am your safe shelter. I am the one who calms the storm and says to the raging sea, be still. When you are surrounded by problems and it seems there is no way out, I am the path you need to follow. I am the answer to your questions and the solution to your worries. Never forget, my dear child, that my eyes are always upon you. I see what no one else sees. I know your inner struggles, those silent battles that no one knows about. I know what you carry in your heart, the fears, the anxieties, and the deepest desires. I know you and understand you like no one else ever could. That is why I am with you in every moment, sustaining you, strengthening you, and guiding you. When you wake up in the morning, it is I who give life to your day. When you lay down to sleep, it is I who watch over your rest. There is not a single moment when I am not taking care of you. Even when you do not feel my presence, even when doubt tries to invade your heart, know that I am by your side. I am working silently, preparing every detail of your life, leading you towards the plan I have for you. The world may disappoint you, people may abandon you, but I will never leave you. I am your father, and you are my beloved child. You may not understand now the paths I have chosen for you. You may feel pain and wonder why you face so many struggles, but trust me, I am here, shaping your character, strengthening your faith, teaching you to trust in me more than in your own strength. When you look back at the difficult moments you have faced, know that I was there holding you up. And if you are going through a storm now, I am here too, protecting you. There is nothing you can go through that I am not willing to face with you. There is no suffering I do not see, no tear that goes unnoticed by my eyes. I am always attentive, always present, ready to comfort you and guide you to a place of peace. Trust in me. Trust in my love for you. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not pain, not sorrow, not the uncertainty of tomorrow. I am the one who carries you when you are too tired to continue. I am the one who gives strength to your legs and courage to your heart. Even when you feel like you are walking alone, I am the one supporting you. So do not fear, my child. Do not let despair and fear steal your peace. I am the God who is with you. I am the one who created you and has a purpose for your life. I am by your side, now and always, in all circumstances. I am the God who is present, the Father who never abandons. Open your heart to me and feel my presence. I am here, and I will never stop being here. My beloved child, today I want to speak directly to your heart about the trials you face. I want you to know that nothing in your life happens by chance. I see every struggle, every tear, every sigh you take when you feel overwhelmed. But I tell you, do not fear. Every challenge, every obstacle that appears on your path is under my control. Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing happens without my purpose behind it. I am your Father, and as a loving Father, I am always working for your good, even when you don't understand what is happening. I know that many times you ask yourself, why me, Lord? Why am I going through this? But I tell you, my child, I am shaping you. I am forging your character, just like gold is refined in the fire. Trials are like the fire that purifies gold, removing impurities and leaving only what is valuable. I allow you to go through hard times, not to destroy you, but to strengthen you, to prepare you for what is to come. When you go through trials, I am by your side, holding you up. Every tear you shed, I collect. Every pain you feel, I feel it too. I know your weaknesses. I know your fears. But I also know the strength I have placed within you, and it is this strength that I want you to discover. Because it is in moments of weakness that you learn to depend more on me and less on your own strength. Child, you need to understand that difficulties are not signs that I have abandoned you. On the contrary, they are proof that I am at work in your life. I am preparing you for something greater, something you cannot yet see. You are not being punished. You are being molded. I am shaping your character, refining your soul, so that you can become the person I created you to be. Many times you may feel like you are in a desert, a dry and barren place where it seems nothing good can grow. But I tell you, it is in the desert that I speak to your heart. It is in the silence of the desert that you learn to hear my voice. When all distractions are stripped away, that is where you begin to understand the true value of my presence. The desert is not a place of abandonment. It is a place of encounter. It is where I can work on your heart without distractions, where I can reveal to you who you truly are and who I am. You need to trust me, even when you don't understand what is happening. I know what I am doing. I see the full picture of your life, while you only see a small part. And that is why you often do not understand. But I tell you, everything works together for your good, even the things that seem painful and difficult. I am using every situation to shape you, to prepare you for the future I have planned for you. Remember the story of Joseph. He was sold as a slave by his own brothers, wrongfully accused and forgotten in prison. But what seemed like failure was actually part of my plan to elevate him to a place of honor. Joseph went through years of hardships and trials, but every difficult moment was part of the process that prepared him to become the second in command of all Egypt. I used every obstacle to shape Joseph's character, to teach him humility, patience, and faith. And just as I worked in Joseph's life, I am also at work in your life. Child, trials are opportunities for you to grow, to become stronger, wiser, and more like my son, Jesus. Every challenge you face is a chance for you to trust in me and see my power in action. When you place your difficulties in my hands, I turn what was pain into testimony, what was struggle into victory. Nothing you go through is wasted. I use every tear, every suffering to fulfill my purpose in your life. I know it sometimes feels like the weight is too much to bear, that the pain is too deep to heal. But I tell you, nothing is impossible for me. I am the one who heals the deepest wounds, who restores what was broken. I am the God who turns mourning into joy, who gives beauty for ashes. Do not give up. Do not lose hope. Trials are not the end. They are just the beginning of a great work I am doing in your life. Trust in me when everything around you seems to be falling apart. Trust in my love for you, even when you cannot feel it. I am working behind the scenes, preparing a bright future for you. And every trial you face is a part of this process of transformation. I am preparing you to receive all that I have planned for you. I am building a solid foundation in your life so that you can withstand the blessings I have prepared. And when you finally look back, you will see that every difficulty, every tear, every moment of despair was part of a greater plan. You will see that all the trials made you stronger, more resilient, and closer to me. you will see that I never left you, that I was by your side every step of the way, guiding you, holding your hand, and working in your heart. So, my child, when trials come, do not fear. They are not a sign that I have moved away, but rather that I am closer than ever. They are proof that I am shaping you, preparing you for something greater. Trust in me, for I am your God. I love you, and I am working all things together for your good. My beloved child, today I want to speak to your heart about a deep and ongoing work I am doing within you. Perhaps you do not realize it, but every day that passes I am transforming your heart, working in silence to purify it. I am removing layers of pain, the scars left by the world, the wounds you have carried for so long. Because I know everything you have been through, I know every broken piece of your heart. I know the moments when you felt betrayed, rejected, abandoned. I know the harsh words you heard that left a mark, hurting your soul. But I am here to restore you, to transform what has been destroyed. I call you to a process of healing, a process that begins from the inside out. For this to happen, it is necessary to cleanse what is hidden, to remove the weights of the past, to eliminate the feelings that have imprisoned you. I am touching those deep areas where you have stored resentments, hurts, and fears that you cannot express. My child, I do not want you to live trapped by what has already happened. I am here to set you free, to bring a true healing that goes beyond appearances, a healing that reaches the depths of your soul. Do not be alarmed if, during this process, you feel pain. This is part of healing. Just as a wound needs to be cleaned to prevent infection, your heart needs to be purified so it can heal completely. Many times you try to hide the pain, try to ignore it, but I tell you, do not hide what needs to be dealt with. I see what you try to hide even from yourself. I know your weaknesses, but I also know the strength that lies within you, and that is why I am cleansing your heart, removing everything that keeps you from experiencing the peace I have to offer. My child, the grudges you carry do not need to be a part of who you are. The forgiveness I offer you is not only to forgive others, but also for you to forgive yourself. I know the mistakes you have made. I know the decisions you wish you had made differently, but I tell you, do not carry this burden. I have already taken all your guilt, all your regrets upon myself. My love for you does not decrease because of your mistakes. I see you through the lens of grace, and I want you to learn to see yourself this way too. I am removing the fear that dwells within you, the fear of being hurt again, the fear of trusting and being disappointed. These fears are invisible chains that bind your heart and prevent you from experiencing love in its fullness. I am here to break these chains, to free you from all the bonds that the past has placed. Do not hold on to what has happened, because I am doing a new work. I want you to look ahead. I want you to feel the freedom that comes from living in the present without being dominated by past traumas. The work I am doing in your heart is not instantaneous, but continuous. It is like a precious stone being polished. Every strike, every adjustment I make is shaping you to reflect more of my light. Every time I remove a hurt, every time I clean a wound, you become more like me. I am restoring your essence, bringing out the beauty that was hidden beneath layers of pain and suffering. And do you know why, child? Because I want you to experience a deep peace, a peace that the world cannot offer. I want you to know true joy, one that does not depend on circumstances, but comes from knowing that you are mine, that you are loved, and that your life has a purpose. When your heart is full of grudges and resentments, there is no room for this peace. That is why I am cleansing, purifying, and transforming you from the inside out. Because I want you to live in fullness. I want you to have an abundant life, free from the weights that have limited you. My child, I am removing the lies you believed about yourself. Perhaps you have heard that you were not enough, that you were not loved, that you had no value. But I tell you, you are my beloved child, and your worth is immeasurable. You were created in my image, and there is a grand purpose in your life. I am cleansing your heart of these lies, planting the truth in their place. I want you to know that you are loved, that you matter, and that a wonderful destiny is reserved for you. The transformation I am doing in you is profound, but it does not happen without your participation. I call you to surrender everything to me, to trust your heart in my hands. You need to be willing to let go, to release the hurts, to forgive, to relinquish fears. I cannot cleanse what you do not allow me to touch. So, give me every area of your heart, even those you are afraid to revisit. I promise to take care of every part of you with love and compassion. I promise to restore what was lost, to return what was stolen, and to bring healing to every wound. My child, the peace and joy I have for you are beyond human understanding. They are the fruits of a purified heart, a heart that is free to love, to forgive, and to live fully. Do not let the weights of the past steal from you the abundant life I desire for you. I am here working in your heart, and I will not stop until the work is complete. Trust me. Trust the process I am carrying out within you. I am the potter, and you are the clay in my hands. I am shaping you into something beautiful, something that will reflect my glory. I am transforming your heart, my child, so that you may experience the true peace and joy that only I can give. And know that this transformation is not only for your good, but also so that you may be a reflection of my light, a living testimony of my love and grace. My beloved child, I want to speak to you today about something you've been carrying in your heart for a long time. I want to talk about the wounds that haven't healed, the grudges you hide, and the resentment that keeps you bound. I know you've been hurt. I know the words and actions of others have caused deep pain in your soul. Perhaps you're wondering how you can move forward, how you can let go of what seems so hard to forget. But today I invite you to see forgiveness as the key that can free your heart from these invisible chains that have been holding you back. Child, I know how difficult it is to forgive. I see the tears you've shed and the moments you felt betrayed, hurt, and wronged. I know the pain you carry, the pain you try to hide, but that still throbs in your chest. But I tell you, child, forgiveness is not a gift you give to others. It is a gift you give yourself. When you forgive, you release the weight that is suffocating your soul. You make room for me to heal your wounds, for me to bring renewal and peace to your heart. When my son Jesus was on the cross, amid so much suffering and pain, he looked at those who hurt him and said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." He was teaching that forgiveness is a path to liberation. It's not easy, I know. It takes courage, it takes humility, but it is through forgiveness that you open the doors to a new life. It is not simply about forgetting what happened. It is choosing not to carry the pain of the past anymore, deciding not to let the wrong done to you define who you are. I call you to release forgiveness because I want to see you free, free to live an abundant life, free to experience true peace. When you cling to resentment, when you hold on to bitterness, you allow the past to control your present. But I'm offering you a chance to start over, an opportunity to leave behind all the weight that has been holding you back. I want you to give me all this pain, all the bitter memories, all the resentment. I am the one who heals your heart, the one who restores what has been broken. And child, it's not just about forgiving others. I also call you to forgive yourself. I see the burden you carry from the mistakes you've made, from the choices you cannot take back. I know the regrets you hide in your heart, the times you blame and punish yourself for past failures, but I tell you, you don't need to carry this guilt. I have already forgiven you. When my son Jesus died on the cross, he took upon himself all your faults, all your sins. There is no more condemnation for those who are in me. I offer you complete and total forgiveness, and I want you to receive this forgiveness and extend it to yourself. I know you're afraid of getting hurt again, that you think forgiving is making yourself vulnerable, that forgiving means letting the other person off the hook. But forgiveness is not about excusing what was done to you. It's not about minimizing your pain or pretending nothing happened. Forgiveness is about you, about your heart, about your freedom. It is choosing to release the chains of resentment so that you can live fully. It is choosing to let me be the judge, to let me handle the injustices, while you focus on living the life I have planned for you. Child, I am calling you to experience complete renewal, a transformation that begins with the act of forgiving. It's not an easy process, I know. It's like opening a wound so it can be treated. But I promise to be with you every step of the way. I promise to sustain you, to place balm on your wounds, and to give you the strength to move forward. I want you to know the true freedom that comes from a light heart, a heart that no longer carries the weight of grudges, a heart that is open to the new. Forgiving is making room for healing, making room for my peace to enter your life. It is allowing love to take the place of pain, allowing hope to take the place of despair. I know you long for peace. I know you want a life filled with joy and purpose. And that is why I am calling you to release forgiveness. Because through forgiveness, I can restore what was destroyed. I can turn the ashes of pain into beauty. I can make something new and wonderful bloom in your life. Trust me, child. Trust in my love and my wisdom. I know what is best for you. And I tell you, forgiving is one of the most important steps to your healing. It is an act of faith, an act of courage. It is handing over to me all that you cannot carry alone. Let me take care of what was unjust. Let me heal what was hurt, because I am the one who makes all things new, and I am ready to do a new work in you. So today I call you to let go of the past. I call you to release forgiveness and receive the healing I have for you. I offer you a new chance, a new beginning. You no longer have to live bound to old pains. I am offering you a new life, full of peace, full of joy, full of purpose. Open your heart to me. Give me everything that has hurt you, and I promise to turn every tear, every pain into a testimony of renewal and restoration. I am the God who heals, the God who restores, the God who makes all things new. Trust me and allow me to do this work in your life. I am here ready to embrace you, ready to heal you, ready to renew you. You are my beloved child, and I have a future full of hope reserved for you. Forgive, release, and allow yourself to live the abundant life I have prepared for you. My beloved child, today I want to speak with you about the importance of discernment in your relationships. I want you to understand the value of wisely choosing those with whom you share your heart, those you trust with your struggles and joys. I know how difficult it can be to find people who truly understand you, who support you in moments of weakness, and who stand by your side when you need it most. But I tell you this, it is necessary to be cautious, to seek discernment in every decision you make about who you allow close to your heart. I created you to live in fellowship, to have relationships that bring peace and strengthen your faith. It is not good for you to be alone, but it is also not healthy to surround yourself with people who do not share the same values, the same faith, the same vision for life. I know that many times you feel tempted to trust quickly, to open your heart in the hope of finding someone who understands you. But I tell you, not everyone around you is meant to walk with you. Not everyone who seems to be a friend has the intention of helping you grow. I want you to be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove. This means that you should have a heart open to love, but also be alert and prudent in your choices. I want you to know how to discern people's intentions. There are those who approach only to take advantage, to seek something in return, to use your vulnerabilities against you. And I do not want you to be hurt by these toxic relationships. I desire for you to find true friends, people who will be a blessing in your life, who will lift you up when you fall, who will pray with you when you feel weak, who will celebrate your victories and comfort you in your defeats. My child, I have given you the Holy Spirit who lives in you to guide you and give you discernment. Discernment is a gift from me to you, a tool that helps you see beyond appearances, beyond sweet words and easy smiles. I want you to use this gift to evaluate whom you should share your struggles, your dreams, your plans with. Not everyone will understand what I am doing in your life. And often when you share your projects with those who do not have the same faith, you may encounter criticism, discouragement, and doubts that try to undermine your confidence. That is why I advise you to be cautious. Choose wisely those who will walk with you. I desire for you to have healthy relationships, to be surrounded by people who encourage you to seek me, who challenge you to grow in faith, who help you become more like my Son, Jesus. Seek friendships rooted in true love, respect, and sincerity. Friendships where you can be vulnerable, where you can be yourself without fear of being judged or rejected. I want you to find people who love you as I love you, who see the best in you, who help you overcome your weaknesses and reach the potential I have placed within you. But also, my child, understand that relationships require reciprocity. They require investment. Do not expect to receive what you are not willing to give. Be the kind of friend you want to have. Be someone who listens, who supports, who prays, who cares. Because when you give, I multiply. When you sow love, I ensure you reap love. When you offer encouragement, I send people to encourage you. Be open to forming deep connections, but be selective. Allow me to guide your choices. I want you to understand that there is a difference between those who are in your life for a season and those I have brought to walk with you for the long journey. There are people who are like leaves. They are with you only for a season. When the winds of difficulty blow, they leave. But there are also those who are like roots. They stay even during storms because they are deeply rooted in love and faith. I want to teach you to identify who the roots are in your life, who the people are who will stand firm with you, who will support you when everyone else leaves. And my child, know that choosing who to let into your inner circle is not about excluding or judging others. It is about protecting your heart, protecting your faith. Not everyone can handle your vulnerabilities, and not everyone is capable of helping you carry your burdens. That is why I advise you to have discernment, to pray before deeply trusting someone, to seek my direction in every choice you make, because I see what you cannot see. I know every person's heart, and can guide you to those who will be true blessings in your life. I love you, and that is why I want you to have relationships that do you good, that bring you closer to me, that help you fulfill the purpose I have for you. Do not be afraid to say no to people or situations that are not healthy for you. I am teaching you to have boundaries, to protect your heart, because you are precious to me. And I want you to live surrounded by people who value you, who recognize what I am doing in your life, who encourage you to keep going even in tough times. Always remember that you are not alone. I am by your side, preparing people to walk with you, people who will be like a spiritual family, who will support you and stand with you through the ups and downs of life. Trust me, trust my discernment and my wisdom to guide your choices. I am here, taking care of every detail, preparing divine connections, relationships that will strengthen your faith and lead you to live a full life filled with love, peace, and purpose. My beloved child, today I want to speak to your heart about the future I have prepared for you. I know that many times you look ahead and feel fear, uncertainty, or doubt. You wonder what tomorrow will bring, what awaits you, whether there will be joy or more pain. But I tell you, do not be afraid. I am the God who knows every day of your life. I see what is to come, and I want you to know that your future is secure in my hands. I have plans of peace for you, plans to give you a future full of hope. I am not a distant God who merely observes. I am the loving Father who is always taking care of every detail of your life. From the day you were born, I had already dreamed of a special purpose for you. I wrote every page of your story with love and care. And even when you feel that things are out of control, know that I am in command. I am guiding you, protecting you, and preparing the way for you to reach the destiny I have planned for you. My child, I know there are times when you feel that the future is uncertain, when dreams seem distant, and when the promises I made appear impossible to fulfill. But I remind you that I am the God of the impossible. For me, there are no limits, no barriers I cannot overcome. I want you to trust in me, to believe that the best is yet to come. I am the one who turns the desert into a garden, who brings water from the rock, who brings life where there was once death. And that is what I am doing in your life. I am bringing a future full of hope. I am preparing something new and wonderful for you. Maybe you have gone through days of pain. Maybe you have faced losses and difficulties that made you doubt the future. But I tell you, your story does not end here. I am the God who writes new chapters, the God who turns mourning into joy, who gives a crown of beauty instead of ashes. I see beyond the current circumstances, and I know what I have reserved for you. And what I have for you is good, it is full, it is filled with peace and joy. Do not hold on to what is behind you. Do not let yourself be defined by failures or mistakes. I am calling you to look ahead, to see with eyes of faith what I am preparing for you. I want you to live with hope. Hope is not a vague expectation, but the certainty that I am working in your favor, even when you do not see it. Hope is trusting that I am faithful to my promises, that I do not change, and that I always fulfill what I say. When you place your trust in me, you will not be disappointed. I am opening doors for you, leading you down paths you do not yet know, but that are filled with blessings and opportunities. I am preparing people, connections, and situations that will surprise you. that will show you that I am the God who does immeasurably more than all you ask or imagine. My child, I call you to live with courage. Life can be difficult, the challenges may be great, but I am greater, and I am with you in every step. When you feel weak, remember that I am your strength. When fear tries to paralyze you, remember that I am by your side, encouraging you, sustaining you. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I am the Father who walks with you, the God who fights for you. And even in the moments of silence, when you do not feel my presence, know that I am there, working behind the scenes, preparing a future full of hope for you. I want you to believe that the best is yet to come. No matter what you have been through, no matter how difficult your journey has been up to now, I am taking you to a new season, a time of harvest, of joy, of fulfillment. I am restoring what was lost, healing what was broken, renewing your strength. And all this is part of the plan I have for you. I am preparing you for something greater. I am expanding your vision, giving you new opportunities and new dreams. Trust in me. Trust that I am guiding you to a place of blessing. My child, you are loved. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and nothing you can do to make me love you less. My love for you is constant. It is unchanging. It is eternal. And it is this love that is guiding your every step, leading you to the bright future I have prepared. I see your potential. I see what you can become, and I am working to help you reach everything I have dreamed for you. I will never give up on you. I will never let go of you. I am with you until the end, until you see every promise fulfilled. Today, I invite you to place your future in my hands. Trust in me. Let me guide your life. Let me lead you down the paths of peace and hope I have prepared. Do not look at the circumstances. Look at me. I am the God who makes all things new, who turns what seemed impossible into reality. I have a future full of hope for you, a future of peace, joy, and purpose. Live with faith, live with courage, live with the certainty that I am preparing something wonderful for you. Your future is secure in my hands, and I promise that by trusting in me, you will see my goodness. You will experience my love in ways you never imagined. I am with you, today and always, guiding every step, opening every door, preparing a bright future full of hope. You are my beloved child, and I have great plans for your life. Trust and see what I will do.